This is Rick Mason, the executive producer and host for the all-new WLOVCW and My Mississippi. Join us each and every Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m. and Sunday nights at 10 p.m., where we'll give you informative news and so many great things to offer you here in the Golden Triangle area and beyond. Check us out. We're on in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. Give us a call, 662-386-6064. It's the television talk show, Issues. We're live at the television talk show, Issues, here on a beautiful, beautiful weekend, transitioning into early in the week. I'm your host and executive producer, Rick Mason, here for Issues Television Talk Show. We're on in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. And we're developing interesting stories all over the world. And it's a pleasure to be sitting here with my sister, Dr. Andrice Gandy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hey man, I tell you, it's such a great pleasure to be able to sit down with you and talk with you about just life as a whole and the journey that you have been on since you started what you are doing here today. Introduce yourself, tell us more about you and what you do.
I am Dr. Andrice Gandy. I'm the Director of Pharmacy for Methodist North and Methodist Germantown Hospitals in Memphis, Tennessee. And I also am the co-founder for Professional Pharmacy Services, which provides services and certifications for pharmacy technicians in the Memphis City School System. And I'm a mother first and a husband, and a wife. And I have 2 beautiful kids. So.
Okay, all right. So talk to us about this journey, where it all started, how it all came about.
I think it started pretty early in high school. I knew that I wanted to pursue a doctorate degree. I did not know in what area, but I knew I had the passion to do that. I had some great mentors. Coach Jones, who really was passionate about making sure that
the track coach, Columbus High.
Yes, that we had track scholarships. And then Miss Jones, who I just loved, was my cheerleader coach at the time, who was passionate about me going to an HBCU, and I didn't really know a lot about that, so just gave me a lot of information on that.
And the HBCU was
Black College University.
Alcorn University.
Alcorn State University. And just encouraged me down that path, and I'm so grateful that I had that in my life. Of course, my parents, my mom, who was a huge advocate of me pursuing my dreams, and not, just listening to naysayers if I wanted to do it, to kind of push and do it. Even though I didn't have anyone that I kind of could talk to about it, but just to trust God and move forward.
Man, so great, so great. So where did it all start as your job journey? What was the first job? Was it St. Jude?
Yes, so
Children's Hospital.
That's correct. When I graduated from Alcorn State University, I came to Memphis and I started working as a lab technician in the pharmaceutical drug research program at St. Jude. And St. Jude is a renowned hospital. I was just grateful to get the opportunity. I started there on an internship, and then they asked me to stay. And so I stayed on the pharmaceutical drug research, and my boss at the time had a doctorate in pharmacy, and he had a PhD in pharmacy, so he had 2 doctorates. And so I was speaking with him about, what I should do, and he said, you should get a pharmacy, just a pharmacy doctorate. And so I said I would pursue that. And so I applied to pharmacy school, and I was accepted into UT Health Science Center in Memphis, Tennessee, and started pharmacy school there. 4 years pharmacy school. My first job was at Baptist Memorial Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. I worked there. I started as a clinical staff pharmacist, where you work on the floor, you with the physicians and the nurses, and you kind of help, and you go to rounds and things like that. I enjoyed that. But I wanted to do something a little bit more. I feel like my skill set was more to leadership and management. And so I had an opportunity to become a lead pharmacist. And I was a lead pharmacist for 3 years. And from there, I was actually the PCAP, which is Patient Care Area Pharmacist. They reported to me. They were pharmacists that worked on the floor. And I did that for 3 years. Loved it. But I kind of get bored quick. I always want, to explore more. And so I had the opportunity to kind of do it all. I did chemo, I worked in the critical care unit, worked in the main pharmacy, and from those experiences, I learned a lot of different things. And so a position came available for operations manager, and so I pursued that And I was able to do that, and I did that for about a little over 7 years.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. So did you ever think, just thinking back, that you would be dealing in medicine and pharmaceuticals?
No, I knew I liked healthcare. I had a knack for chemistry and any math. When I went to college and I looked to see kind of what math courses I had to take, I took them all the first year. Because I like math, it kind of came pretty easy for me. And I enjoyed biology and any type of science. So I wanted a career where I felt like I would be continuing to learn and that I would want to be engaged in. I wanted something that would kind of pique my interest. And so that's why I pursued healthcare. And so glad I did. Of course, a lot of prayer and seeking God about what I should do in my career, because when I went to Alcorn, I actually was a physical therapy major. And I really went to college thinking I would do physical therapy. But after doing some internships, I realized that it just wasn't my jam. I just didn't like it as much. And so that's why I kept exploring and trying to figure out what it was that was for me. And God was very clear that pharmacy was my path. Because when I graduated Alcorn, to get accepted into a role at St. Jude in the pharmaceutical research department was like God just kind of screaming at me. And then I also worked at Walmart as a pharmacy. So the first 2 jobs I got were pharmacy jobs. So I felt like God was like, this is the path you need to take. And so that's kind of how I led down that path. But definitely seeking God and trying to figure out which path of the healthcare mode I would go down.
We'll be back in just a moment for the television talk show Issues. We have so many crazy noises going on in the background. People are still talking after we had an early meeting indicating that if you would please write it down, communicate through text. But they're still rumbling in the background. But we apologize for the extra noise and all the horrific sounds that you're hearing in the background. We're here live in South Haven, Memphis, Tennessee area, where we're sitting down with Dr. Andres Gandy here for Issues Television Talk Show. We'll be back in just a moment after these television commercial break, right here for the television talk show, Issues.
Issues will return after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned.
GTA and surrounding area, it's all about the Airbnb Resort. Come experience the Orchard in Kissimmee, Florida, located 15 minutes away from Disney World in a gated community with a beautiful 6-bedroom and 5-bathroom home with swimming pool, spa, great clean and comfortable atmosphere. They're currently running a special for only $200 per night with a $280 clean fee. So if you're in the Florida area or anywhere in the world, be sure to look them up. Call now. Larry Tate or Loretta Tate, 407-569-8660. That's 407-569-8660. Or email at ljsugarpalm@gmail.com. That's ljsugarpalm@gmail.com. Come experience the Orchard in Kissimmee, Florida. And we're back on the television talk show Issues, sitting here down with Dr. Andres Gandy, talking about her journey as being a pharmacist and different things that she have learned throughout her career and different stages that she had to get to or go through to get to where she is today. So talk to us about your day-to-day job and where you formerly working at.
Okay.
Presently, should I say?
Yeah. Currently, I work for Methodist Lavana Healthcare, and I'm the director of pharmacy. It's considered a director of pharmacy too. We're the director at Methodist Germantown and Methodist North Hospital. So I flow between those 2 hospitals, and I truly love and enjoy my work. It is a gift from God. The people that I support have high influence. Great personalities, loving, kind people. We have respect both ways. They're truly trustworthy people. There's about 145 associates that report up to me in some way, shape, or form. And so basically, like on Mondays, I split my day, and then Tuesday and Thursdays on the Newark Hospital, and Wednesday and Friday at the Germantown Hospital. But because everything can be done remotely, if anyone needs me, you pretty much do news remotely or things like that. And so, I love it. I enjoy the new role. I've been doing it a little bit over a year now, and it's great.
Man, it's such a beautiful the direction that you're going in with the pharmaceutical itself, what is some of the most hardest tasks that you had to face or deal with, challenging moments?
Well, like most healthcare professionals, they're gonna tell you that COVID was the most difficult time, just because it was something that, just being transparent, I don't think anyone was prepared for. In pharmacy, we had to step up. We had to make sure people were vaccinated. We worked tireless hours. We were working together, just create healthcare plans. There were pharmacists that were entering medication, the nursing role, but we had to do it all during that time, and it was very challenging. And so that's probably the most challenging time in my career, but there's always something that comes up, there's always something that happens. Right now we're in a food shortage, about the hurricane, and so we're trying to deal with that and manage that. So there's always, things like that. But when it comes to my business, Professional Pharmacy Services, LLC, the reason we started that was because I saw that there were technicians that would come to me and say, injuries, $50,000 in debt, $30,000 in debt to become a certified technician. And it just hurt my heart because I felt like it didn't cost that much money to pursue a goal in a career. And so the thing that's more challenging about that is making sure the students get the opportunity and that they're able to get a certification without having to pay and use a grant to be able to pay for those classes in the high school system. Currently, we in Memphis Academy Science and Engineering School, which is in Memphis, Tennessee. They call it MACE. And so we have a pharmacy technician program there where when the students finish the program, they're actually a certified technician. So they graduate with a career. So they can just start working in pharmacy after they graduate high school. And so that's my passion.
Is it a 1 year program? So leading out of school,
Your senior year,
you can transfer to being a pharmacy technician.
And so their senior year, we interview students and we select students in their senior year. They spend their entire senior year preparing, and they take their exams in April. And then the prayer that they pass and become certified. And then after that, they have a career for the rest of their life. Now, whether they want to just only do pharmacy tech, that's great or whatever. But if they want to pursue something else like nursing or be a physician or whatever, we encourage that. But it gives them a baseline because they come in on some level of knowledge about medications. And so that's been, we started that program in 2019, Dr. Patrice Pritchett and myself. And so that's what my passion project is, just trying to make sure that kids get opportunities is something that's challenging and that really
That you had an opportunity to do.
Wish I had those opportunities.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. So, let me ask you this part here. As far as nurses and doctors and nurse practitioners and surgeons, you guys take an oath, correct?
That's correct.
So there are sometimes when you have loved ones in the hospital and situations are overwhelming sometimes, and it seems like they don't have the love and compassion and caring, or don't show it like they used to years ago. Can you speak on that? Or I know a lot of people may do it for the money. Some might be stressed out. Some might be dealing with something. So how does that go hand in hand when that takes place sometimes?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we're all humans, right? And just because we take an oath, doesn't mean we don't have to go bad days. But at the same time, when you're in healthcare, you do have to have the approach to the patient first, and to also put the patient's family first, and make sure that everybody feels like they're being heard. I know there are situations where people feel like they're not being heard. And so I'm also an adjunct professor at UT Health Science Center, so I take on pharmacy students. So pharmacy students around me, maybe their junior or senior year of pharmacy school. And so one of the things that I'm passionate about with my students is making sure that, they're considerate and that they hold the oath and they have, a level of professionalism at all times. And when I say professionalism, I want them to be prepared to be able to, do discussions and make sure they understand what's going on with the patient. And make sure that they're kind of considerate and that they're active listeners, things like that, because I don't want that part of the pharmacy practice to change or even healthcare to change, and so that's a part that we try to continue to instill. But you're correct, there's some people who they just come, they just want to get a check and move on. But we try to, not do that. And if I see something like that, I try to put people to the side and say, hey, we got to make sure that we're, considerate and things like that. But, there's still some great practitioners out there, and then sometimes those one or two who are not can make it bad for others. But at the same time, I think the core of what we do is to be active listeners, to make sure that we not only take care of the patient, like you said, also the family. The family is worried and concerned too, so we make sure that everybody feels included.
Man, I tell you, we'll be back in just a moment to close this interview out here with Dr. Andries Gandy. Again, we're South Haven / Memphis, and we're talking about her journey, her career. This is my little sister, my only sister, and I praise God for this moment that we're being able to talk and share one another's, insights and input. But we'll be back to close this interview out in just a moment. We're on the 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Email the show at issuestalkshow@gmail.com, or either give us a call, 662-386-6064, if you have an issue. We'll be back in just a moment for the television talk show, Issues.
Issues will return after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned.
My watch has stopped. Justin's Watch and Jewelry Repair Shop.
Justin can fix anything. We do a ton of jewelry repair. It doesn't matter if it's stone setting or broken chains or whatever it could be.
From Tuesday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. and Saturday 9:30 a.m. until 5 p.m.
We change watch batteries. We can service watch bands if they have any pins broken or if they're too large and we need to adjust some sizing. And we have a huge selection that's growing every day of new merchandise, and we stocked up really nicely for Christmas, so we have a ton of great jewelry here.
Located 101 5th Street South, downtown Columbus, next to
Cafe on Main, across from the Edward Jones building. And we are on Facebook under Justin's Watch and Jewelry, and we have an Instagram. They can call me at 662-570-1593.
Hey, I'm Justin from Justin's Watch and Jewelry. Come see us.
And come see us for all your jewelry repairs too.
Bam. Perfect. And welcome back to the show. We're about to close this interview out with a great sit down with Dr. Andries Gandy, talking about pharmaceuticals, her career, her journey, her life, her schooling, profession. What's the actual name again of the school?
UT Science. Oh, my school.
Yeah.
Professional Pharmacy Services.
Great. And if they want to follow you guys, find you, learn more about this particular, and do they have to necessarily stay in Mississippi or go to this particular school? How does that work?
Yes, so currently we're only in Memphis. We have a hybrid course where you take most of your classes online and you take some at night. That's for our, we call it our adult class, but we also mix some high school students for their class too. We're at Crosstown courses where those classes take place. We're taking students right now, so registration is live. It's www.professionalpharmacyservices.com. So that you can see all the information there. But our high school program, if there's a high school that's interested in our program, they can also reach us at www.professionalpharmacyservices.com, and we can talk to the administrator to see how we get that program live in our high school.
And such a great news. I understood that you were the keynote speaker at the university that you graduated from. Talk to us about that experience and how did you end up being a guest speaker? Keynote speaker, should I say?
Well, it's a very humbling experience. It's one of those things where I had the opportunity to reflect, and I remember sitting in those same seats and thinking, wow, like.
And it was a white coat ceremony?
A white coat ceremony, and I remember listening to my keynote speaker, and never ever thought that I would be considered. If I'm just being transparent, I'm like, I'm the least of them. I'm just little girl, MLK Drive.
But not.
And so getting that opportunity when I got the call, I was like, you want me to speak?
Yes.
And so just getting that opportunity was great. I got a chance to speak to the students. And as they say, I try to keep it real and make sure that they stay encouraged. Because sometimes in pharmacy school, it gets difficult, but you have to just keep pushing. That's in any professional program. So I had the opportunity to go back and do that, and I got to see a lot of my professors, and they were like coming to me and saying, "You're so proud of you," and I'm like, okay. So it was different, but I was humbled by it, and just so grateful for that opportunity.
Man, I tell you, that's a blessing. And then thank God for our parents.
Yes.
Joanne Richardson.
Yes.
And Andrew Richardson.
Yes.
And I tell you, we couldn't have done it without them. So thank God for them.
That's an understatement.
Yes.
The encouragement that you can deal with, the faith, the love. Nobody's child is perfect.
Right.
We had amazing parents. We were truly special
So this opportunity, you get a chance to do what you're doing in a lovable way. Let your mom know we've already talked about your husband running the candy. When you let her know she in the back, all in the back of the camera, the brother-in-law standing up over there in the car. Dad, we just got through talking about you too. But man, it's just a blessing. It's Thanksgiving holidays transitioning into Christmas and New Year's, and again, it's a blessing to be here sitting today. And I can always say I purchased your first vehicle. I'm waiting on you to say, well, I did your first, so we waiting on it. I got it on camera now, y'all, so she can't get up. So
You thought it was my first car?
yeah, and I remember your husband pulled up playing golf for you and fooled all of us. You remember that? Man, we got more to come. Issues Television Talk Show on the way again. Don't forget, thanks to Ashley Moore, who lives in Memphis, came to Columbus and fed the needy at Sim Scott Park on yesterday. Also, Sherry Ellis fed the needy at the Ellis Squad in remembrance of Johnny Hampton. Johnny Hampton Sr. made their legacy keep going on with that as well. So we just got so many great things on the way again. I'm your host and executive producer, along with my wife, Aisha Jefferson, co-producer. And we got more things on the way. 662-386-6664. If you got an issue, either email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. Can I get you looking at the camera and say issues?
Issues.
Can I get you looking at the camera and say the morning kickback?
The morning kickback.
Hey man, we got more exciting things on the way. With Issues Television Talk Show, been a great sit down conversation with you, Dr. Gambit. aka your little sis.
Yeah.
My staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's up, man. Blessings to each and every one of you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
We'll see you soon for more exciting things on the way. Issues Television Talk Show.
Issues will return after these commercial breaks. Stay tuned.
GTA, it's so simple and so easy to drive up and through Precision Tune Auto Care. And guess what? They're jump-starting the 2023 year off with exciting deals and various car repair specials to get you hitting on all cylinders. Come on by and see Robert and the crew today for all your automobile needs. They service all makes and models, new and old. They also offer oil changes, tune-ups, brake repair, AC and heat repair, shocks, struts, check engine lights, scare. They do it all. Plus, they're currently taking applications for experienced lube technicians, experienced automotive technicians. Must have at least 2 years experience. Certifications are a plus. They offer competitive pay, 40 hours plus, overtime if desired, paid holidays off, paid vacation time after 1 year, health, vision, and dental insurance. Precision Tunes, located 2334 Highway 45 North, located behind Applebee's in Columbus. Call now to get the service that you deserve. 662-241-4455.
That is.
Senior.
I seen Junior on that.
No,
man.
I'm
Okay.
see,
There's another one.
yeah, I got a junior and a third.
Okay, all right. Well, I must have misread. You look like a junior.
Thank
hey,
you.
man, great times. It's the holidays approaching, Chief. We're here for safety hazards today, or safety warnings, or what do people need to be aware of as far as leaving things in their vehicle, as far as driving up and down the highways and the city streets. Talk to us about the importance of the holidays.
Well, it's very important that everyone have and enjoy their holiday season. That's what we're here for. Everybody is excited about, Thanksgiving's over now. People are getting into the Christmas spirit. They're shopping, they're buying gifts for their loved ones. But one thing we want to make sure that people understand, when you go to these malls and stuff, make sure that you secure your packages, put them in the trunk. When you're going to the malls, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention, make sure. A lot of time we have reports of, and if you watch social media, people, they'll have a buggy at a particular store, load their stuff in the buggy and drive off and leave their purse in the buggy. Those kind of, because you're in a hurry. You're in a hurry. When you're going shopping, try not to go alone. I know a lot of times you're trying to get items and you're trying to surprise folks, but it's always good to go with someone, just to make it even more fun to have a partner with you. Make sure you secure your vehicle.
So what are some of the things that citizens and drivers in the community need to be aware of? What are some of the things you have your officers looking for during the holiday season? And what I mean by looking for, to actually see what's before them, safety-wise.
Well,
what are some of the no-nos or whatever?
Overpacking. Sometimes people pack their vehicles where they can't see out of them. They can't see, they can't see out of the windows. Excessive speeds. because closer to the holidays, the kids are going to be out of school. So we want people to slow up so our kids can grow up. Make sure you doing within the speed limit. This time of year, people get in a hurry. We need everybody to take time, enjoy, take a deep breath, take your time, because when we get in a hurry, a lot of times we miss things. But that's what we want people to do when they're driving. Pay attention to their surroundings as always. But like I said, when you go into these stores, secure your valuables. Put them in the trunk. If you go into multiple stores, don't just lay it on the front seat and go into another store. Secure it in the trunk.
We're going to have time to discuss different situations, like for you to take the time out to sit down on issues to explain to the citizens of Columbus and everywhere else all over the world. People, I promise you, how's what we know?
One thing that we're going to do right before prom season is get out to the kids and
Make
talk
sure
to them.
All the kids make it back home safely from prom.
That's what we want, because I
Get
know.
with me on that. I want to help you guys with that.
We're
That's beautiful.
We're gonna bring Mississippi Department of Public Safety out, and they have a vehicle that's like a half a vehicle, and it shows they put a dummy in with the seatbelt and it flips.
Yes.
And it shows what happens if you don't
Yes.
if you don't wear your seatbelt.
Yes.
But we're gonna do a lot of things because we want these kids to come home safe. And then we're gonna get into. We plan on getting out this Christmas time.
Community outreach, good community services, Chief
But
again.
anybody got questions?
They can always contact that open door policy.
But they don't have to, and people need to, I want people to understand, I'm their chief, but a lot of times I'm on the run.
You got a whole city to run.
But
we've had situations where you say, hey, Rick, give me a minute. I promise you I'm going to get with you.
But
yes.
if they come here and they need a supervisor, all they got to do is say, I want to speak to a supervisor. I have 2 assistant chiefs. I have captains that be in the building. They can ask for a supervisor, and they will get a supervisor. And then if they want to still leave a message for me, I'll get it.
Sounds good. Chief, any final remarks you'd like to leave with the people here in the city of Columbus for the holidays?
I just want to wish everybody a very safe and happy holiday season. I want you to enjoy your families and take nothing for granted. In this line of work, we see the good, we see the bad, and we see the ugly. But this time of year, it's just for you to enjoy your family and friends and just really just have a good time. So I wish you blessings. Enjoy yourselves.
Yes, man. More great, exciting things on the way, Chief. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your hard work, you and your team, your staff. Great work's on the way. 662-386-6664. If you have an issue, email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com, or either find us, follow us anywhere on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm all over the place. Catch me on the stage near you, man. We got more to come. Chief, if they want to find you guys, follow you, learn more about the City of Columbus Police Department, how can they find you guys and follow you?
We have a Columbus Police Department Facebook page, Columbus, Mississippi. Because if you pull up Columbus Police, you're gonna get Columbus, Ohio, or Georgia. So Columbus, Mississippi Police Department page, and our phone number here is 662-241-4 CPD. 662-241-4 CPD.
Y'all got it? We got it. More to come with Issues Television Talk Show. Chief, can I get you looking at the camera and say issues?
Issues.
Can I get you to say the morning kickback?
The morning kickback with my guy, Rick Don't Go Mason.
He gonna